Hello, I am the Gifted Grifter, and welcome back to Limited Magic for Limited Brain Cells. So we're gonna jump back in and check out all the new formats that they have for us to play on Arena here. I read up a little bit on the Premier Remix draft artifacts. Does not exactly sound like my thing, but we're gonna probably give it a shot here. See if it turns out to be anything I enjoy. There's also a midweek Magic Omniscience draft, which I am very excited for. Probably going to do terrible at, but I quite enjoy those. Let's start out with the Omniscience draft here. Remind myself what this does. You may cast spells from your hand without paying their mana costs. Right, so anything that gives us a draw card effect, I think is very good. But we'll see what's in here. Return target instant card from your graveyard to your hand. Return target sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Turn cast instant or sorcery. You copy it. That might be good, actually. Let's see what else we got. Can't block. Wizard's Lightning might be pretty good. 4/4. Tap room +1 +1 counter. If we can get counter synergies, that might be okay. Whenever it deals damage, draw a card. So not anything that's telling me to draw a card off the top. Past that, what's the strongest? That might be it. It seems an odd pick this early, but I mean, we're not gonna need any land, so we'll take that. I have a feeling it'll have its use here. Static Net would be pretty good. Luxurious Libation just doesn't seem that great. There's the battlefield. Target human you control gets +2/+2. Shuffle your graveyard into your library, draw a card. Not exactly the best effect we're looking for, but like I say, I think anything that says draw a card we want to take. Incubation Druid. Does not seem that great. Armored Scrap Gorger could be good. Draw 4 cards, discard 2. That seems like what we want. Like I say, it's been a long time since I've done this sort of format, but I recall that being very good. That seems like it could be real good. Like, you can basically cast out your whole hand, right? So if you open with Tendrils of Agony, it seems really good. Surveil, draw a card. I think we take Tendrils and just as many draw spells as we can, and I think that's our game plan. I like that. Let's see if we can make that work. Target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. When you do, it fights up to one target creature you don't control. It might be good for us, especially if we are cycling a lot of things through. That could be very good. I mean, we're getting 5 free mana each turn. Yeah, I think we're going to click on that as our kind of our backup plan. Flame Breather actually might be pretty good too if we can start triggering all our draw spells. Is it better than just a 9/9? I don't know, but I think so. So we're gonna take that. Flying Vigilance, you have hexproof. Whenever dealt damage, you gain that much life. Interesting. I don't know that I love that, but I don't hate it. Draw a card. There's another draw card. So it's probably the Revitalize is probably better for us. 6 damage target creature with flying. Get something +2/+2 and trample. Put a shield counter on a guy. That might be pretty good. The having to tap is pretty limiting for us, though. I don't know what else we would take here. We'll take it for now. Mesmerizing Dose. Tap enchanted creature, then proliferate. Because I don't know how much proliferate is actually going to matter to us. So I think I might just take the Law Mage's Binding here. Piece of removal. Okay, back to our original pack. Thieving Otter is kind of what I'm leaning towards, just because it can potentially draw us a card. Remove 4 L counters. Return target card from graveyard to the battlefield. We could also just take the big creature here, which might not be bad. Just a little insurance policy for us. Target player mills 3 cards. Put target card from a graveyard on the bottom of our library. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 4. I mean, that's basically just a counter target spell, right? Right? I think so. Could also take the land that will draw us a card, but I don't know that I love that. I'm going to take the counter here. Creature, Surveil, that came back. Surveil 2, draw a card. We like that. Can block only creatures with flying, and it is a flyer. So we could either cycle, or we could take a creature. Let's take a creature. Suit Up, again, draws us a card. I kind of like the idea of us having hexproof, but it's alright. I don't think we're going to play the katana at all. Fibblethip, draw a card if entered from your library, or was cast from your library, draw 2 cards. I mean, Fibblethip comes in as a body and a card. I like that. Deals X damage to target creature opponent controls. Corrects the number of instant sorceries. So, I mean, that could kill a creature, which is nice. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. You gain a life. Don't know that we're going to have a whole lot for that. Investigate. Draw a card. Discard a card. Mill 4. Oh, is this a phantom? Oh, okay. I can take my sweet old time. I thought we were drafting with other people. Deals 5 damage. Target creature. Deals 5 damage. Target creature. Create a treasure. Probably just Fibblethip. Comes in, draws us a card. Again, that's kind of what we're looking to do. Trample Haste. Recast an instant or sorcery spell. Each opponent loses 1 life. He casts Verona from the graveyard by discarding 2 cards in addition to paying its other costs. I like that. That could potentially be another win condition for us. So yeah, we'll take that. Pay 2 life. Discard a card. Sacrifice a creature. Create 5/5 black demon creature token with flying. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay, so it's essentially a 6/6, 6-mana. Well, I guess it's a 5/5 that you have to pay 2 life and discard a card. Sack a creature. I don't love it. You draw a card and you lose a life. I don't mind that. What else we got? 3 damage to target creature, 6 damage if you attack this turn instead. X damage to target creature where X is 2 plus the number of cards named Galvanic Bombardment. I think we'll take the 3-drop that can draw us a card when it attacks. Brineborn Cutthroat. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, I don't know that we'll be doing that a whole lot. Anything drawing us a card here? Does not look it. Zombie tokens you control have Death Touch, so not just tokens. I mean, Improvised Trample Haste might not be bad. Just a 4/4 Trample Haste, otherwise there's a 5/2 Mentor. Yeah, we'll take the Trample Hasty boy. Dies, return to the battlefield transformed. Don't really care. Target creature gets +1/+1 in flying until end of turn. Enters the battlefield, draw a card. 4 damage to target creature and X damage to that creature's controller, where X is the number of creatures in your party. Don't really care about that. That can draw us a card too, but I think we take the creature that draws us a card. Counter target creature or planeswalker spell. If that spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. Scry 1. Sack an artifact or creature. Draw 2 cards. Create a treasure token. I mean, that's one of these two is tempting. I mean, the problem is I feel like the counter spells don't have a whole lot of value the second that they're not in your hand at the start. It's either Deadly Dispute or No Escape. And I think even the one counter might end up getting removed. We'll take the Deadly Dispute. Again, I don't know that we're going to play that either, but it's got a better chance. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, venture into the dungeon. Destroy target land. Probably not very relevant. Enter the battlefield, gain 3 life. Seems pretty good. Plus it's a 5/4. Otherwise, when this enters the battlefield, draw a card. Not bad. It's a non-creature spell. That's what we're looking to do. So yeah, sure. Mill 2 cards whenever 1 or more lands are milled. Enters the battlefield, investigate. Enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. So we've got the Drownyard Explorers, which lets us pay 2 to draw a card. Or the Instructor, which draws us a card but then discards us a card. I feel like it's not really what we're looking to do. We want to be up cards, and that just puts us neutral. Oh, we got a second one. Interesting. This is our original pack back. So Relic, Vial. As long as you control a cleric, whenever a creature you control dies. We're not going to have a whole bunch of creatures dying. At least that's the hope anyhow. I think we take another one of those. Target creature gets -4/-1 until end of turn. Scry 2. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from that player's graveyard or hand and exile it. I feel like that doesn't actually do a whole lot for us. I mean, we can't even transform that without extra help, so it doesn't do a whole lot. Probably just the creature that gains us life is what we're looking for. Deals 2 damage to target creature where X is 2, plus the number of cards named that. Otherwise, we just take the removal. Yeah, I don't know that I'm crazy about any of these, but we'll take the removal for now. I mean, we'll just take the 5/2. I don't know that I care about any of them. Sacrifice a creature or a land. Draw 2 cards. We will have a few creatures. I don't know that I care about either of these. The one makes 2 bodies, though, which might be better for the sacrifice spells that we've got. Don't know that we care about that. I don't know how many. I mean, we've got what? We're going to have 5 cuts that we're going to be able to make. Put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature. Gains vigilance, trample, lifelink, indestructible, and haste. Enters the battlefield if it was kicked. Discard your hand, then draw 2 cards. That seems pretty decent if we can empty our hand. Anything better than that? I don't think so, so I think we take that. What's this? Rags to riches. All creature get -2/-2. Each opponent chooses a creature they control. You gain control of those creatures. +1/+1. Scry 2, then draw a card. As spell's kicked, you may put a land. So just a 2-mana Scry 2, draw a card. Anything else let us draw better? Don't think so. Okay. Taking that then. Battle Rattle. Clockwork Servant. We're not spending any mana really, so that's probably not as good as I want it to be. This does have Storm, right? Yeah, okay. Sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. Might be where we're at. Create a where X is the number of lands you control. We don't control any lands. Sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. That's probably what we're looking at. Turn target permanent you control to its owner's hand. I mean, that might not be bad. Destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. Draw a card. We probably won't do that a whole lot. If an opponent lost life this turn, it deals X. X is the number of vampires. I don't know that we'll have a lot of vampires. Scry 2. Sacrifice this. Draw 2 cards is probably where we're at. Because otherwise it's destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn and draw a card, which we're not doing a whole lot of. Don't love it, but take that for now. Let's see. What do we got? Not very relevant. Draw 2 cards. That's what we want to see. Trade 1 card for 2. Yes, please. Return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. That's not bad. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Return target non-land permanent. The owner of target non-land permanent puts it on top or bottom of their library. I don't know that we care about that. I think we're looking just to return our draw spells. I mean, we could take a Quandrix Pledge Mage, I guess, just on the offhand that we need that, but I don't think that's what we're looking for. That's interesting. Is there anything that actually draws us, though? The Curate actually draws us a card. That lets us keep going around, though, with some of those effects. There's also just draw 2 cards, which is better. That straight up just trades 1 card for 2. Yeah, I think that's what we want. That red card was tempting, but that's not what we're looking for. Draw a card, then discard a card. Activate if you cast a non-creature spell this turn. Add 2 mana of any one color, and 2 mana of any other color. Spend this mana only to cast creature or enchantment spells. We probably won't be doing a whole lot of that. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of turn, you may play those cards. And I think it was just cards that cast from your hand are free, so that doesn't do exactly what we want it to. I'm not really crazy about any of these. Probably just this guy. If we get to a point where we untap, draw a card, then discard a card. That, again, doesn't really do a whole lot for us. So mill 3, land or elf. I don't think we have any elves. We don't intend to run any lands, so this is just mill 3, draw a card. Not great, but it says draw a card, so that's what we're looking for. And we do have a couple of recursion things. Yeah, again, nothing crazy here. We'll just take a creature here that we can sacrifice for a few spells. Exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. That might be relevant for us. That's actually probably more relevant than not. It gives us potentially 2 creatures with all the things we're going to be getting rid of. We take the Avenged. I don't know that we're going to end up playing that. Ancient Crab, Walking Corpse. Exile a creature card from your graveyard, create a treasure token. I mean, I guess we take the Wish Coin Crab, the Ancient Crab, I guess. It's not the Wisconsin Crab. I don't know that we care about that, but we'll put it in. Each opponent loses 1 life for each creature you control. Definitely not going to be putting that one in. Okay, so anything that can draw us a card is definitely staying in. And I think we need to keep the creatures in. You're getting out. Draws a card, draws a card, draws a card. It's a creature that can draw a card. You don't do anything. That's removal. I don't love the removal, but we'll set it off to the side now. Same with that. That doesn't actually draw us a card. It's just pseudo removal. This draws a card, but we have to have a creature to target, which is kind of odd. It's just a creature. Yeah, let's take all of the just a creatures out as well. That one gains us 3 life, but again, doesn't do a whole lot. This one we can actually exploit to a degree. This is just removal. Draw a card. Can draw a card. Just a creature. Investigates, which lets us draw a card, so those are going to stay in. That gets us things back. That gives us 2 creatures. I think if we're playing creatures, we don't want them attacking. We really just want to be killing people either with tendrils or Rona. The one that shuffles it back, it just goes to the graveyard, so we can potentially get it back. Okay. So this does draw us a card. It'll stay in. Likewise, same with the Mirrodin Avenged. I don't think I love the counter. We will keep the removal. And at that point, what do we want our creatures to do? I mean, gain us life is good. Honestly, a 5/2 just trades up, which is good. This guy just blocks things pretty decently. I mean, do we take the Recluse at that point just because it can trade up on the turn we play it? Sure. I mean, I guess that blocks flyers. Okay. Sure. I don't love it, but if we can get a good chunk of draw spells in our hand, we'll be all right. And we may even just mulligan until we get that. Okay, let's see how this turns out. Should be fun if nothing else. Draw a card, investigate, investigate. Okay, we'll try it. Did we win the coin flip? We did. Even better. Let's revitalize. That's cute. This is just going to gain us 3 life. Gonna make a token. That's not what we like to see. We're running out of steam here. So is this my storm count? So deals 18. Non-land. Turn target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. And then Tendrils of Agony. Target player loses 2 life times a bajillion. Yeah, this is how we wrote this up. Alrighty, please. Oh, and they're even just gonna let us do it, huh? That's cute. Alright, so as long as we can draw some good stuff, find Tendrils of Agony, and win the coin flip, this deck does alright. That was fun. Don't you love a format where your opponent doesn't even get to play? I kind of wonder how long this is going to last. Because it's very possible that we just lose the coin flip and someone does that to us as well. We've got Rona. This is actually a pretty bad hand for us. Do we mulligan this? Think so. This seems better. Keep 6, tossing back. The well, maybe? The well draws us 2 cards, whereas this draws us just 1. So yeah, maybe we put that back then. So that'll sacrifice a creature to draw 2 cards. That'll make us 2 creatures. Yeah, let's put back the Explorers then, because I think with our mana we intend to just do that. Draw 4, discard 2, because we can still discard Enraged Giant. Really? That was rude. I'll just have to cast this for 0 then. We got another counter. Opponent's got something because they're taking their sweet old time. I do want the Flame Breather though. Yeah, that seems good. Let's make it so they can't even stop us from drawing that. We're also going to see if we can bait out maybe the counter that they sit in there with. Because that's big and scary. Mana value 4 or greater. Sure. Yep, that counters that. We got another counter in hand. Sure is looking like it. But I wouldn't be surprised if they counter this. Oh, okay. Darkhawk721, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. All right, so they're playing it real cool and collective here. We're gonna keep doing things until they decide they are ready to counter. Until then, we'll just keep running up our storm count. Oh, did they not have it? They don't have it. Alright, good game. Oh, Tendrils is just too fun. At least this opponent got to, you know, counter a couple of things before we ruined their day. Winning the coin flip, OP. Draw a card, draw a card, draw a card. And we've got Flame Breather. Yeah, we'll try it. It ain't great, but opponent goes first. We might not even get a turn. But we've got a bunch of draw cards, so we got a chance. I mean, I don't think we have enough draw card, but creatures you control gain indestructible whenever. When a non-angel creature you control dies, transform it. Well, have I got good news for you. I don't intend to target your creatures. Battlefield, it becomes the target of a spell. Create a, yeah, sure. Seems fun. Get a bunch of bodies on the field. What else you got for me? I know you're so worried I'm going to counter things. Really, I just want to play my Flame Breather and draw cards. Might lead with the Muse Drake, just in case they do have a counter. Like, this is kind of our damage dealer. Otherwise, we're hoping to draw a bunch of cards in one turn and just find our... Well, I mean, think they had a stop, so let's go for it. That's not what we want. Scry to a draw. Let's do that. Draws us to. Let's put that at the bottom. Might drop this now so we can scry 2 again and kind of curate our draws. That sounds right. I think we're just kind of looking for draw spells. So yeah, let's put that at the bottom. We'll draw 2 cards. Sacrifice a creature or land. Draw 2 cards. Play the crab. Sacrifice the crab. Draw 2 cards. We've got a creature we can get rid of. 2 creatures I suppose we could get rid of. Yeah, let's draw 4 cards. Discarding. I mean, this doesn't really do us a whole lot. And I don't really care about the Recluse. Surveil 2, draw a card. We don't care about Incendiary Flow, and I think both of our sack a creature spells have been used. Turn target instant card from your graveyard to your hand, and I think draw 2 cards is an instant. That's pretty good. Is this an instant? Draw 4 cards? That's really good. Yeah, we'll drop that. Where? Alright, they give up. Gotcha. Apparently the message was sent. Okay. Cool. Cool story. And that's 3 wins, but I don't know that I want to stop with this. I think we're going to keep going. That was just too fun. Repeat offender. Man, I feel that way. Let's do it again. It's kind of nice. We've got 3 cards, I think, that helps. Basically our win cons. That being one of them, the Ronin and the Storm card. So we got plenty to choose from, but I'm going to keep going until someone either does it to us and it doesn't feel nice, or we do not have a whole lot of draw cards, though. So I don't know how well this is going to be. We will keep it and try. I mean, we drop that. Drop that. That'll be 1 damage, 5 damage. Oh. Rude. And exile it? Wow. How rude. But Tendrils is so fun. I think we're about to get a taste of our own medicine here. They didn't even have the card. Yeah. Storm count is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Anything with haste really messes our day up. Really doing it early, I feel. I must have removal maybe in hand. Does this put it back in the graveyard, though? Because I can get it back if it's in the graveyard. Okay. So we just have to live long enough. I mean, they know what we have, so. Get all our creatures out here first. Kick, discard your hand, then draw 2 cards. I don't want to do that quite yet. Let's create a couple of zombies so we can block things. Surveil 2, draw a card. The Rona would be nice because we can double up on damage. I'm a little worried about milling our one card that would put... yeah, we're fine, though. We're fine. We're fine. Gain 3, draw a card. We're fine. We mill it. We can get it back, right? Yeah, that's what we're going with. We can get it back. That's nice. Okay. We want tendrils back. We want an instant that draws us cards. Do we have one of those? Sure do. Surveil 2, draw a card seems like what we want. We're getting them there, slowly but surely. So we want to find something that'll draw us a card. That neither of those do that. Okay, that draws us a card. Storm is at 11. Okay, scry 2, draw. Alright, there we go. Whew, I was a little worried when they took our Tendrils of Agony. They wouldn't have cast it, we would have been struggling, because we wouldn't have gotten it back, but they got greedy. Keep doing it till I get bored or it stops being fun. We have... oh, 1, 2 ways of drawing cards, that's it? They both scry though? We'll try it. This is probably the most sketchy keep I've kept so far. Sure. Discard 2 creatures. Uh-oh. 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 I think someone figured it out. That's a good one, too. Scrying 4. That is ridiculous. Oh. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. 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 This ain't looking good. Oh. That's fine. That's fine. It's a little risky because we still don't have a great hand, but it's fine. Uh-oh. They're doing it. They have a bit of a weird deck if they're trying to do what we're doing, but sure. Discarding bump. Interesting choice. Oh goodness. Okay, so we got one turn to make this work. Sure. One you can't cast. That's good. Let's see. Play those, so theoretically could. Okay, yeah. Yup. Ow. Interesting. The Paladin is doing some work here. Dies, draw a card, discard a card, draw 2 cards. Yeah, they're doing it. A little slower than us, but they are definitely doing it. Yep. The Opters you control have haste. Okay, so that's Sky Scanner, right? Yeah. Yep. Okay, we're getting close. Oh, right. That's bad. Exile up to one target card from a graveyard. Okay. It don't really matter though, do it? Is this one Silent Departure? I don't know that we have enough to keep us alive. Probably don't, because that enchantment was really good. I don't even know how we live here, but we're gonna try. Oh, are they countering it? Oh no. Okay, they got us. Alright. Alright. You got us. You got us. That was good. We tried. We tried putting up a fight. Oh, these can't even block. So what good was it? Oh, it looked cute, I suppose. That was about it. Man, that's rough. We would have gotten that one, but I mean, we would have just drawn the same card and they still would have countered the next one, so that was fun. Alright. We'll quit playing around. Alright, we took the hint. Alright, let's go try that new limited format. Remix draft, huh? And we're just gonna hop into one here and see how it goes. Okay, Zahijin of the Lamp may pay 4 and tap an untapped artifact you control rather than paying the spell's mana cost. 5/6 flyer seems good. Destroy target artifact. If you controlled that artifact, create 3 goblins. Interesting, could be good. Just battlefield or dies for each kind of counter on target permanent or player. Give that permanent or player another of that kind. Apple steals a thing. Just makes a thing. +1/+1 creature attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. Sack an artifact or creature, draw 2 cards, create a token. Flying lifelink. I don't really care about any of these. The Delirium could be nice. That gets out of hand pretty quick. The artifact land. I don't know what's best here. I kind of like the Skinner. We're out of time. Let's take it. Becomes a copy of target non-token artifact you control. 3 damage to target creature. You gain 3 life. That could be decent. It is a form of removal. It's also just a bone splitter, which is really good. Perilous Mirror could be pretty decent. The land could be really good depending on what we get later. This actually seems really good here. Just being a 2/1 comes down, you're going to find something with all this artifact synergy. Otherwise, I'm looking at Essence Extraction. I don't love the double black pip. Yeah, let's go with the crewmate here. What do we got? Hexgold Halberd. As long as it's your turn, it has first strike and trample. It's okay. Choose a color, add 1 mana in that color. This could be pretty broken in this set too. I remember, especially in multiples, that card got out of hand fast. So whenever another artifact enters the battlefield, so yeah, even all these modulars do good. Just kind of damage to 1 or more creatures. Investigate. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice 3 or more clues. This turn, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. That seems like it could be pretty decent too, but I think I want the eye more. Another one of the first strike tramplers. +1/+1 counter on it. Remove +1/+1 from it. Deals. That could be good if we get the counter strategy built up there. Metallic Rebuke. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Draw a card. You can only activate that as a sorcery, though. What's better here? I mean, this is pretty good. It is a 1/1. Otherwise, there's the Halberd. I don't hate... I mean, I could just take the land. I don't hate that. I mean, if we take the lands, we can kind of go whatever direction we want to go. To reveal a historic card and put it into your hand, put the rest of my really. That could be okay. Exiling a creature seems pretty good. Then proliferating could be decent. This guy seems really good in this sort of set. This seems like it could be pretty busted too. Here's a fight spell. Might not be bad. Yeah, let's take the fight spell. The fight's kind of a removal type spell here. Reality Heist. For each artifact, you can top center of your library, reveal 2 artifact cards from among them, put them into your hand, put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. That could be okay. I do really like the Justiciar. There's also another Siren. Create a map, which could be decent, but I think I'm going to take the Justiciar here. That card can get just bonkers fast. +1 for each artifact you control. Deal? I mean, that just seems worth a splash even, right? Like, the thing could get out of hand fast. Plus, it just creates a treasure. Alright. Moon Silver Key. Search your library for an artifact card with the mana ability, or basically end card. Reveal it. Put it onto the battlefield. That might not be bad. We could also take that for the Black Splash. I mean, I feel like there's a chance we find more of those, right? Probably. Let's just take the land here. Vault Scourge came back. Interesting. We can just cast that for 1 and 2 life. Pirate Hat could be pretty decent too. We do have 2 pirates so far. It's either or the apple. We're gonna take the flyer. Prowler, tap target creature and opponent controls. So if we're trying to stay in a kind of semi, I don't know, controlling stance, I guess. Crusher might not be terrible here. Search your library for a mirror card. How many other mirrors do we have? Probably not a lot, huh? That's a Phyrexian Imp. We're going to take the Crusher here. Crew 3 doesn't seem too hard. Surgical Skull Bomb seems decent. It's either draw a card or bounce a thing and draw a card. Wanderer's Strike came back. Interesting. It is kind of expensive, though, so maybe that's not that great. Sabaz, the Glimmer Wasp, Modular 1. Modular triggered ability would put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on creature control. Put semi +1/+1 on it instead. Destroy target artifact you control. Gains flying until end of turn. So it's just a 1/1 for 1 that if you have modular does more things. Doesn't seem terrible. Palladium Mirror seems pretty good. 4 damage target creature planeswalker. Die this turn, exile it instead. Recommission could be decent. I think I'm just going to take the mirror, though. Ramp's always good. Foundry Inspector seems pretty decent in something like this. Deals combat additional for each kind of counter on target permanent player. Give that permanent player another kind of that counter. I think we're looking at base blue, dipping our toes into a couple of other things. But I think we're going to take the Inspector. It's going to make all the artifacts we take later cheaper. Seems good. Defabricate. Counter target artifact or enchantment spell. If a spell counts, exile it. Counter target activated or triggered ability. Interesting. There's also another Eye of Malkator. I enjoy that really well. So we might go with that. There's also a land for the little bit of splashing we're doing for anything other than blue. Don't know, maybe Obsessive Skinner isn't what we're looking at. Destroy target creature and opponent controls. Enters the battlefield under control. Put them in +1/+1s. Recommission could be pretty decent. There's also a Perilous Mirror, which is looking real cute. Yeah, take the Perilous Mirror. Can theoretically finish things out for us. Serpent. Yeah. 5/6. It's going to let us come in pretty cheap. There's also a land there, which is real tempting. And investigate twice. That's pretty tempting. But I think we're just going to take kind of a top-end finisher for us. Walking Skyscraper for each modified creature you control, as long as it's untapped. Waylaying Pirates for control an artifact, which more than likely we will. I think that might be our take. Kind of lets us continue to tempo. I think can crew the Crusher pretty well. Shipwreck Sentry, as long as an artifact entered the battlefield this turn, it can attack as though it didn't have Defender. It can also crew the Crusher pretty well. There's also the Old Tech Cloud Guard, which is a tempting pick. I think we're going to pick up the Sentry, though. Enters the battlefield, investigate. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, target player mills 3 cards. I don't know how much we're going to do that. Iron Apprentice here is pretty tempting. Search your library for an artifact card with a mana ability, which would just be any of our lands. But I don't know that that's worth a slot. We're going to take the 1-drop here. I've been watching these go by. Same with Recommission. I like all of them, but I think I want to take a Pirate Hat. I don't know if it's good, but we're going to find out. Board the Weatherlight. It seems just okay. That could be good for us. Same with that. I don't... I was going to switch to the flyer there, but too late. Search your library for a basic land card. I mean, maybe. But I think we just take the second fight spell. Put +1/+1 counter on target creature, then proliferate. Seems decent enough for us anyhow. And then another crew creature. Don't know how those are going to shape up for us. Pretty light on removal of any sort. Other blue creatures you control have. When this creature becomes tapped, draw a card, discard a card. Other creatures you control get plus. Other artifact creatures you control get +1/+1. That seems like what we want. Till end of turn, target creature you control becomes a blue artifact in addition to its other color types. Activate only as a sorcery. Yeah, I think that's what we are hoping to pick up, is something like that. Visions of Phyrexia. Exile the top card of your library and play it this turn. Beginning of your end step, if you didn't play a card from exile this turn, create a tapped power token. Interesting, interesting. Another Deadeye Plunderers, though, seems really good for us. We're very in on this artifact theme. Probably not playing that. I don't hate the Vault Scourge. The Obsessive Skinner seems kind of out of place. Veil of Assimilation is cute. What else would we be taking? Enters the battlefield. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. That seems actually really good, too. Because I don't know that we're going to be playing white. The only thing white we have right now is the Justiciar, which I'm already looking at cutting. This seems like it's worth a splash. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target pirate you control. We've already got, what, 2 pirates? We're already going to be playing a lot of 5 pirates, so this would make 6. Otherwise, we're looking at maybe another Archaeomender, but this seems like it's worth the splash. Probably cutting out the Skinner at that point. Phyrexian Revoker. I don't know that we're looking to play that. Cutthroat Centurion. Scrapwork Mutt could be interesting. Could also play Weirding Wood, which would just kind of fix all our random little bits we got going. I don't really want that, but I was too slow. Another Captain Storm seems really good. Maybe we're just cutting our green altogether. That seems bad because we don't really have any removal at that point, but we could just be creature.deck, right? Another Waylaying Pirates. Another Waylaying Pirates. Seems pretty decent. So probably not playing that if we're cutting green. I mean, we could take that just for our fixing. I don't love it. I don't hate it. Might be taking the map here. I prefer the Prowler, but I think we're taking the map just to guarantee we find red for our storm. I don't know that we're playing any of these. We'll take the Skyscraper off to the side now. Maybe we're playing the Brazen Blade Master. I mean, really, our splash is not terrible. Like, we're not playing a whole lot of black. We're not playing a whole lot of red. I mean, we're definitely just a creature-heavy deck. These are all creatures, yeah. I mean, this gives us potentially 2 ways to fix for this. That's just a 4/4 for 3. I don't know how good the Palladium Mirror is at this point. We really don't have a whole lot that we are ramping to. Our deck is actually pretty light on most things. So we have 16 artifacts. Okay, good, good. How out of place is the Vault Scourge? It feels kind of out of place. Like, we don't really have a whole lot of ways to pump it. So let's take that out. Archaeomender could be pretty decent. It gets back the map, it gets back the spell bomb. Anything our opponents kill, it gets back. If we're rushing in with these creatures, it gets those back. Maybe the Blade Master is what we're taking out just because it doesn't do a whole lot. I don't know that I care about the Apprentice either. The Shipwreck Sentry also feels a little out of place. I don't know that I care about the Brute Suit. And that leaves us with still 13 artifacts, which seems pretty good. Our mana doesn't feel terrible. Like black, we don't really need a whole lot to late, so I might actually drop that down, increase that by 1. We definitely want the 9 blue sources, though. The only other thing is maybe cutting the Cold Steelheart and putting something more relevant back in. Maybe the Iron Apprentice back in. I could see maybe putting the Brute Suit back in as well. I don't know what would be more relevant. I think the Apprentice has a better upside for us. Yeah. I don't love this, but let's try it. See how it turns out. First time playing a new format. There's going to be some hiccups, right? Especially, like, I don't really know a whole lot about it other than this format exists. This is like the worst sort of hand we could get. If we mull, does it get any better? I mean, opponent goes first, so we're on the draw. Let's see what we can... This looks a lot better. Probably putting back the Deadeye Plunderers for now. Probably crewmate on 2. Eye on 3. Drop Perilous Mirror on 4. Seems decent. Let's go looking for something. Well, I don't really... Well, we do have the red, so... Storm may not be bad. It would kind of let us start getting out of control, wouldn't it? Potentially? Yeah, we'll take it. Otherwise, it's Unk, which Unk isn't bad either, but we don't have a whole lot of artifact creatures. 1 mana artifact next turn would be really nice. So that way we can play Captain Storm and get the effect out of it. What does modular do? When it dies, you can put it onto something else. No, in that case, we're going to let it go. Unfortunately, did not draw. Are we blocking? Probably not. We did not draw an artifact for 1 cost, which I think we've only got 2 of, so not exactly surprising. This seems good for them, but that makes Perilous Mirror trade with it. That's alright. These are cool. I like these lands. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Drop our Pearly M here. You know who's getting that counter. But I think we hold back. We are definitely on a back foot. They're gonna eat. Yup, eat the things. Grow the creature. We can trade. Trade. Kill. Sure. What you got? Arcbound. Each other artifact creature you control. That is unfortunate. So what is the right thing to do here? Probably block here. If we're going to get both our creatures, we're going to shoot the Shikari. That's going to die. That's going to die. I mean, their Mouser is going to get huge, but we can Mender back the Pearly M. It's not great, but I think it's what we got to do. No blocks. Sure. Let's Storm. Eyes. At least we can do a little trading now. We've only got 2 artifacts, so that's a 5/5 versus this giving us a little... Yeah, I don't know what's better here. I mean, we're only going to have... It's going to be a 4/4. I think we go with the control first, but I do kind of want that pirate. I don't know that that's the right call. Okay, so how do we play this? We gotta chump that. I don't love that, but I also don't love taking damage. They've got something. I mean, unless we just... I mean, we know what we have coming, right? And put a stun counter on it. So we could do that. At least then we're stopping the life gain. Tap that down and try and find our spell bomb. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot to deal with these things. Yep. That is unfortunate. Yeah, because this really doesn't do anything in this board, does it? Sure doesn't. It just gives us a guy that can go and die. For the cause, of course. That's just game, isn't it? Because I got a block there, otherwise we lose. Yeah, that's just game. So we know what we're drawing. It's not going to be enough. Okay. So that was a trouncing. Dare I say it, a trouncing and a half. But we're learning. Modular is good. It doesn't do what I was exactly thinking it did. I thought it just came in with that amount of counters. No, they move around. Reading the card explains the card. And now we know. The old bashing is a real thing. Cat. Yeah, I don't love it. I don't hate it. Got all our land. We could spell bomb and get it back. Every sacrifice an artifact creature put plus one counter on a risk squirrel. Sacrifice an artifact creature. Hello, Artemis. Yes, you are going to be in the way, aren't you? 'Tis your favorite thing indeed. How about we sit on this chair instead of being in the way? 'Cause then I can pet you. You can still be loved. Pass the turn here. Sure. This is my boundary control. Yeah. We are about to take another beating. Hi. Come here. Yes, come here. I know that's not what you want, though. You want to snuggle. Unctus is a 2/4 that blocks okay. Okay being, you know, somewhat better than not. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Definitely don't think we drafted a great deck. I know. I know, Artemis. I know. Dad's giving all the attention to the computer and not you. Back up we go. Thank you. Yes, I love you. Yup. Yup. Seems pretty good. We're about to take another beating. Taking 7. Cool. No doubt, no doubt. So we could play this, leaving us with 3. Yeah, I guess. I don't think it... Oh, that doesn't have haste, obviously. Obviously. Yeah, I think we just lose. We really should have spellbombed there, gotten rid of at least one of these creatures. That becomes a 4/4. That becomes a 4/4. We just lose everything. Yep. Do it. Do it. Here I am. Bring the pain unto me. Yup. So fun. So fun. Doing about as well as I expected I would with this set. I'm not usually a fan of cube because of the same thing. I can't analyze it well. So here we are. 2 losses in a row. Pretty quick losses nonetheless. Definitely could have used more removal of sorts. But I don't know that that would make a huge difference. Truth be told, we didn't really see a whole lot of removal either. Sure. We've got a curve, if nothing else. It's not a great curve, but it exists. Maybe I'm thinking eyes are better than what they are just because I was used to them in 1 and they were fairly decent in 1. That's kind of fun. We can sentry on 2, pirate hat, and equip on 3. Alternatively, we could eyes on 3. And then eyes on 4, and then pirate hat. I don't know that I want 2 lands. Thank you, though. We can come in, might as well. I forgot we can still attack. Sure, sure. It's eyes again and swing for 7. The 1 mountain, huh? Well, we don't have the reason to keep it. I don't know that we care about the mirror, but the mirror does keep letting us drop artifacts to trigger these. So I guess that seems decent. Sure, get some blockers up and going. That seems extremely aggressive. I think we hat here and equip. I mean, otherwise what are we doing? Nothing really, right? So... what do you have that's giving you... oh, just the map? I mean, what do you kill here? Probably the sentry, just because it's the one creature that's guaranteed. Do I keep Mender in case they take out the Malkator? I don't think so. If I play the land... oh, I mean, I guess the land doesn't do anything either unless I keep Mender. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that. It's the least exciting thing. Okay, that's one. Yeah, that seems pretty decent. Storm into Pearly. It's a little weak, but get Storm on early. If we can draw more ways to trigger her, we'll be doing pretty good. +1/+1 counters thing seems pretty strong, not gonna lie. And that's why it seemed a little volatile. One piece of removal and we're done so. Alright, but them doing nothing feels nice. We'll draw Unctus because that should pump Pearly M. And then swing for 2 instead of 1. Or they're going to remove Unctus. Yup. Seems good. But we still swing for 1. Plunderers for 4/4 isn't terrible. If we can get to a late game state, we can just sit there and poop out treasure. Opponent getting stuck on 4 with no creatures, which seems interesting, but it's alright. I'm okay with that. Tap Power Stone. Gonna make it a 4/3. Seems good. We're gonna play that. Probably play this now before they have a chance to kill Pearly M. Yeah, that seems right. Yup, 5/4 sounds good. That seems real good. Unless they, I was gonna say, unless they kill our Pearly M now. But getting in for 11 seems pretty decent here. Assuming they don't have some sort of removal, which I'm sure they do. Nope, okay. Hey, look at us go. That's a whole 2 wins now, I think? Wow. Wow. Real impressive. Okay, now we're doing better than I ever thought we would do in this format. I'll take it. Try it again. We just need our opponents to get land screwed, and we have a shot. And you know, knowing this game, that's a pretty decent shot. Ooh, this seems real bad. And it just only puts it into our hand? Yeah, I think we gotta mulligan that. I don't... But this is even worse. We don't have a blue source. This is just as bad, but I can't see going to 4 being any better. Oh, lead off with the... Yeah. Oy vey. Alright, well, we were talking about that loss. Oh, that feels good. That feels real good. Okay. Okay. Don't. I mean, I guess if you kill Storm, honestly, so be it. Yep. Figured. Oh, man. This mulliganing to 5 thing doesn't feel great at all. That kind of feels nice, though. I think we crush her here. Lay the spell bomb. Not coming in, because I'd rather come in with a 6/6 than a 3/2 that's going to trade. I don't know if you get this a lot, but you kind of look like this guy I used to work with. Yeah, you know, I get that from time to time. Sadly, not just from you. Sometimes from random places, and they're like, yeah, you know you look like this person. Sure. Sure. I went into a Taco Bell drive-thru one time, and the workers there were like, hey, do you know you look like our guy? Let me go get him. And they come out with this guy, and the only similarities really that we had dark hair and goatees. It's always the best comment, not gonna lie. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Probably crew that, come on in. I mean, I like it. What else are we doing otherwise? Drawing a card seems pretty good. We can do that and draw a card. Seems decent. They could potentially trade here for the 6/6. I highly doubt it, but maybe. Sure. Prowler's okay. I think we do this now, just on the off chance we do draw a land. During COVID, there was someone from Fairway that helped us out. Would always say, I looked like. Yeah. Was that, that happened to be my old coworker, I imagine. What'd you kill? You killed my pirate? So rude. Expected, but rude. We're gonna unmute you just so I can play with your pet. Oh, it doesn't even like... Oh, there it goes. Just have to click it like 1,000 times to get it to jump. That is great. Cool. Well, I don't have any removal really, so... So let's see. We could... Prowler. Tapping the Scrapwork Mutt. Crew the Crusher. No, I don't want to second crew it, I want to attack with it. Cool. And that's all I got. This being screwed on lands things makes it hard to do anything. Got him to 8, though. It's not nothing. I think we're going to probably have to trade off the Inspector here, though. Remove a +1. Yeah, okay. This is going to hurt, isn't it? Probably. Two, 4, 6, 7. Should have crewed with the Foundry Inspector, so that's a punt on me. Because I don't want to block with it. Ooh, that's really nice to see. Could Sentry here. Because I'm okay trading that off. I want to play the Eyes to get the Scry, but I fear that I might actually have to block with the Palladium Mirror next turn. That being said, if we swing in, they still aren't dead, so... They don't really have a deck where we can sit back. Do we force them to have to block, though? They swing in with everything. They're going to get... This is going to be a 3/3. Swing in with everything, assuming they block with the Foundry Inspector. We can block, take 4. Yeah, I think that's the right call. We're going to force them to have to jump. Try flipping the table over. Yeah, no thanks. I don't want to have to pick the table up and everything that I just knocked on the floor. But, you know, appreciate the advice. I'm not going to take it, but appreciate, you know, the thoughts. Instead, I'm going to sit here and play with this rock. Who shows up with less than a minute left? You know who. The worst people in the world. Really? Oh, I guess they're going to get 2 1/1 flyers out of it. Okay, that makes 3 1/1 flyers that we can't touch. This is going to do a thing too, isn't it? Oh, but it's not... Well, yeah, I think that does my math in, doesn't it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's game. Math is hard, and I did it poorly. Unless they don't swing all. Swing all, they just got it. Play a creature, give it a haste, they got it. I guess we were dead in a lot of ways here. Sitting back was not one that we won this with, so... Yep. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. That is game. Assuming there. There we go. They got it. The old chump, and we bite the dust. Sure, man. You don't need to, but sure. No, there was no real victory. We just took the smashing. 'Tis how it be sometimes. Okay. I don't really know what the rewards for this are either, though. Zendikar Rising Pack. Really? Is it just 2 random packs from whatever they want to give us? Yep, I was waiting for like a surprise. It's not actually that, but nope, that is exactly what it is. Packs that don't really have much effect on us. Okay. Fun. Alright, I'm going to go back to this for a second. Just to clean the palette of that terrible, terrible draft. Although this could go terrible too. Did we win the flip? We won the flip. Draw a card shuffle, draw a card, draw 4 cards, and a way to kill it? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with this. Probably lead with the Recluse, just on the off chance they have a counter. Or they're gonna sit there and just let us win. Okay, cool, they came back. Okay, didn't look like they had the counter, so we'll play the Flame Breather. And, let's draw 4 cards. What do you have? Now you have something? Really? Is it just a removal spell? You're gonna kill our Flame Breather? Sure are. Power 3 or less? Well, have I got news for you. Now it's a 4/5. I mean, we could just keep drawing cards until... and not let him do anything, not let it resolve. Scry 2, draw a card. This draws us a card. Mirrored and Avenged is a creature that was dealt damage, right? Yeah. I don't know that I care about that right now, so we'll do that. Alright, we'll finally let it resolve. This is kind of nothing right now. And oh, okay, they're not even gonna let us do it. Man. Okay, well that was fun. I was just trying to eat up a little time there. We're gonna probably go do... what is the draft? MKM right now? Yeah. Probably gonna go do an MKM draft. One thing I forgot I wanted to do was up here in the Mastery, as we are basically at the end of the line for it. And so when I get to that point, that is the only point at which I like to unlock the Mastery Pass. So let's do that. And get all the... yes. Get all the serotonins from all the crazy things we're going to get. See, we got 1/3 of our gems back already. Look at that. Perfect. All these wonderful boosters. Some cards. So many cards. Some styles. All the styles. All the styles for all the serotonins. And 25 orbs to finish out the mastery tree. Cool. More serotonins. Give us all the goods. Remember, folks, for the low, low price of your soul, you too could get all the mastery things. Cool. Open all the packs. Beautiful. Again. Love me some wild card. The Goose Mother.
Will be ours again.
Alright. Now we can quit playing around. Ooh. We get some more wild cards though. Yes, please. Cool. Now we can quit playing around and start playing. Free draft. Deal. So we spent, what was that? 3,200 gems to get free draft. 1,500 gems. 1,200 gems back, so we're at 27. 4,000 gold, which is like 720 in gems ish. So you basically get your money back. Treacherous Greed. Sacrifice creature that dealt damage this turn. Draw 3 cards. You lose 3 life. You gain 3 life. What is this pack? Not a whole lot here that I love to see. I mean, the detective is good. I mean, there's a lot of decent cards. Just nothing I really want to take first pick. Extract a Confession is tempting. I don't really know how I feel about Treacherous Greed. I mean, we could take the smallest sentry and just start pushing that direction with face down creatures, but is it better than the Reckless Detective? I don't think so. I think we just take the detective here. Okay, World Soul Rage is always good. There's also a Neighborhood Guardian, which is really good. Might be better than the Rage? Question mark? It's just more aggressive. Case is pretty decent. I do like the Gardener. I mean, Mask Maker is just okay. Between these two here, Guardian's probably the correct pick. I just love the Rage so much. It's a good way to finish a game out. But there is a chance that comes back too. Inside Source is pretty good. Exit Specialist is also good. Interesting enough. With the Neighborhood Guardian though, and the Reckless Detective, I kind of pushing towards Boros. Yeah, I think we just take the 2 creatures on the 1 body. Lazav is okay. Case is probably more where we want to be. There's also a Dog Walker. I think we take the Dog Walker. I think that's what we're supposed to take. I like the Case better, but I think if we're kind of forcing our way into Boros, which, I mean, it's not very hard at the moment, I think the Dog Walker is really what we want. Wrench is pretty good. Otherwise, I'm not crazy about anything. I mean, we could take the Mortuary just as the... It's also a Thinking Cap. think I like the wrench, though. Goblin War Chief. It's 2/2 with haste for 3. I mean, otherwise, what are we looking at? Nothing really. I mean, there's a Stalker, but I think the War Chief might actually be what we're looking for. Nothing crazy here. An escape tunnel might not be bad. There's also a Crime Stopper sprite. Pump spell. Absolutely take that. We're definitely in white. I don't know so much about the red yet. I mean, I could take one of these. The Rakish Scoundrel is probably better. Yeah, we're going to take the Scoundrel. There's a good chance that we have those come back around. I don't love any of these. Case of the Gorgon's Kiss is what I'd most likely be able to play or be willing to play. Thinking Cap I do like seeing. I think we're going to have quite a few detectives for that to go on top of. Out Cold is... that's going around way too late. Maybe we're moving into blue, question mark? Outrageous Robbery is just okay. It's fun, but it's not, I don't think, where we want to be. Hide in Plain Sight is very tempting. There's also a Watchdog, which might be the proper pick for us. I just like that it's 2 bodies, 1 card, but I think I'm taking the Watchdog. We know we're going to play that. Hide in Plain Sight, we might not end up playing. No, maybe? Not a whole lot here that I love. I do enjoy the Crowd Control Warden. Flipping it up for double white feels a little bad. It's a little slow. Otherwise, we're looking at Suspicious Detonation, maybe. Unauthorized Exit if we move into blue. I'm going to take the Crowd Control Warden here. Nothing too crazy in this one. Probably the Granite Witness, again, just as a double white. We could call a Surprise Witness. That's not terrible. Slice, that feels like a late slice as well, but I don't know that we're red. We might be white-black, at which point I probably do want the slice. Otherwise, we're taking Call a Surprise Witness, putting a flying counter on it. It seems okay, but we're not really getting a whole lot back that we like to see. Let's take the slice here. It seems like the right call. Maybe we are blue, because we did get that Out Cold real late. There's these two, which are both very good cards. I'm kind of leaning towards the Night Watch, just because it is still white. Is it better than getting rid of War Chief and Detective? I mean, if we get rid of red, we're not really losing a whole lot. I was going to take the Spy there, but too slow. Another Wrench doesn't seem bad. Due Diligence isn't too bad either. This card is actually overperformed from what I expected it to do. If we are looking to move towards black, I think I'm just going to take the second Wrench. Long Goodbye. There's also a Private Eye, which might not be bad. How many detectives we got? We only got 2. I guess these 2 make 2 detectives, but Long Goodbye seems good. Otherwise, I'm looking at Slice. Might not be bad either, but we'll take the removal, start moving it into that black space. Public Thoroughfare might not be bad, because, I mean, we don't really have a big finisher either, do we? We don't have a on the job or anything. Take the Lamisow here. Don't love it, but it's not too bad. Unauthorized Exit. I'll take that. Another Case. I really don't care for Case. We'll take the Due Diligence. Second Thinking Cap. Sure, I don't think it'll get played, but we'll take it for now. Defenestrated Phantom. Sure, we could take the Lush Portico just for ease of casting or flipping the Crowd Control Warden. Otherwise, Wisp Drinker Vampire is pretty good. We probably should take that, especially we're looking more at black than we are blue. Yeah, I think that's the route we're looking at. If that's the case, we could look at Fester Leech here. Otherwise, what are we passing up? Ghost Quarter. Okay. Yeah, let's take the Fester Leech. Really don't have much on the 2s. We're all in the 3 here, so... another Slice. We could bounce back to red if we wanted. And pick up the Herring. If we do that, though, we're losing a lot of our... I mean, pretty much everything. So I don't know that I love that. Could take the not on my watch. It's just white removal. We know we're playing white. Market Watch Phantom is a pretty decent pickup here. Happy to see that. If we switch to blue, we put what? Unauthorized exit and out cold in. Take out basically just those two and that. And we could put in a spy, which seems really good. Makes our Granite Witness better. I'm not really crazy about that. Switch out Fester Leech for Granite Witness. Or take another slice. Nah. Yeah, let's do that. Second Unicorn. Misfell Plains. Okay. Happy to see a second Unicorn here, though. Seems decent. Case of the Gateway Express seems pretty good, too. There's also another inside source, but I think we just take the white piece of removal here, which makes me feel a little better. Maybe switching to the blue splash. Which one is this? Detectives? Do we have a lot of detectives? We do not. So yeah, I think I take the 3-drop there. This is a nice pickup here. Will let us replace the Lamisau. Don't really care for any of these. We'll take this, but we're probably not playing that. We'll fill out the collection there. Again, we're kind of moving away from the black. I mean, we could splash it. We do have Escape Tunnel. That's nice to see that coming back. But I think our blue kind of outweighs our white in what we're looking at. The spy picks up any of these equipments better, is a detective, so the thinking caps go on it pretty well. Probably cut the vampire here. Dogwalker can be flipped up with double white. I think we're getting rid of that. Probably keeping both of these in just because it is going to be... We're not looking for a whole lot of blue, but we do want to find blue. Definitely 9 white for sure because we are looking at a lot of white. 9, 13, 14, 15. We could do one more of each. I'm not crazy about these being tapped. I could see cutting the thoroughfare and just going another blue. And the same could be said with the escape tunnel. The only thing with the escape tunnel is it making this guy unblockable and then flipping it up is pretty good. Let's look at what we've got here and kind of do our cuts. So what do we got? We've got 11 non-creatures, it says, which sounds about right. You're a 3-drop, you're a 3-drop, you're a 3-drop. You're kind of a 3-drop. I don't care about the Lamisau. I'm already just going to remove that. Dogwalker seems really good with 2 of the Guardians. I don't know that I want 2 thinking caps, especially with 2 wrenches and a candlestick. I might cut a wrench as well. I kind of like the tricks that we have. The only one I might get rid of would be the due diligence, just because... I don't know. I mean, it's nice that you get +2/+2 in vigilance, and another thing gets pumped. I mean, I guess that's kind of a finisher for me, but it just doesn't seem as good as the others. Oh, we've already cut way too many. We've got to put something back. So maybe the due diligence does stay in? Is it better than the wrench, though? I don't think so. Otherwise, I mean, we really don't have any blue that we're looking to cut. We could put the thinking cap in, but I think thinking cap is worse than the wrench. I mean, how many detectives do we have? We've got 3 detectives plus 3 of these that make detectives. Yeah, we'll put it back in and try it. What does that put us at? 14-9 with these 3 coming in extra friends. Yeah, we'll try it. I don't think it's the best, but every time I do blue-white, I never think it's the best, and it usually isn't, so it's just going to be what it is. Sure, we can wrench into Phantom, into Inside Source. Depending on what they do here, we might just equip the wrench. Shock does exist, though. That would be kind of a blowout, doing nothing for a turn. Oh, well, if that's the case. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna equip the wrench and save the inside sources for giving the Phantom flying. Seems decent. This feels real loud. the sound effects that's loud. That feels a little better. Oh, you destroyed my wrench. How rude. Well. Oh, that's entertaining. We'll inside source. We'll make our guy flying. If they want to trade their orangutan for it, so be it. Wonder if maybe the Wisp Drinker is worth a splash here too. So we got a lot of triggers for it. That's rude. I was going to block with that. Well, that's rude. I was going to block with that. I get to investigate. Unfortunately, we're going to let him have that one. Now we're going to hold off. Let's make some bigger friends here. Rude. And now that can't block? Even worse. How absolutely rude. We'll leave those two back on the off chance. I mean, I really don't want them drawing more cards. They're already doing it. Makes me hope that they are at a point where they're looking for something. I mean, they haven't been playing a whole lot. So maybe they are a little bit stuck here, which would be nice. We are definitely running out of tricks, which is unfortunate. Okay. Interesting. I want to hold that up for how on the back foot we've been. That could potentially get us back into it, especially if they've got another piece of burn removal. We can keep whatever they're trying to kill alive. Another piece of burn removal. I don't think they've played a single piece of burn removal, but yeah, like here, they're going to try and burn something out. And we're going to say no. Do I dare? I mean, I don't hate it. We've got the card. We'll have about the same amount of cards in hand. They'll not be able to collect evidence for again. Yeah, I don't hate that. It's not great, but it's not bad. Crime, stop a sprite. Sure, tap down my guy. What's this one do? Exile 3. Let's go looking for things. That is not things. Maybe we're supposed to be a 16 land deck. We are pretty low on the curve. What would be good? That's rude. I was just thinking the Warden would be good, but no, please, take my Warden, won't you? Alright. I don't know how we really come back from this. This can't block. We're going to be taking 7 next turn. Yeah, I think we are probably supposed to be running 16 land. Green. What do you have for green? Well, that was 2 lands and a hustle and bustle. Unfortunately, that... Well, it doesn't kill us, but it doesn't feel good. Well, that buys us another singular turn. I don't think I'll use it this turn, though. We might... Well, shock does exist. I don't know that this deck is running shock, though. Okay. Sure. I'm going to take the 3 here. We're going to hope that whatever they drew is going to be something they play down. No, so next turn we have to use the out cold then. Which will buy us a turn. What you got? Almost clicked right through it. Does give us a card though, which is nice. I don't know what we find in response to this, but maybe we do play. That is not what I like to see. That is just game, isn't it? Sure is. Oh, yeah. Yup. That is just game on that one. Yeah, maybe our black is better too. I don't know. Because I feel like removal is probably better than tempo. Maybe we're supposed to just play all of it. What's it look like if we get rid of our blue then? I'd probably want to put that wrench back in. I don't know that we love the Mortipede. We don't really have a way to trigger it. Put these back in for the time being as well. So yeah, let's see what it looks like if we remove the blue. So you're double white, you're double white. I mean, we get rid of 2 taps for 2 proper removal. And we add a couple more relevant creatures. It's probably correct. The Lamisau still seems bad. Fix our mana, please. Okay, that was silly. I don't know why I did that. If you're going to do that. 7, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. That seems better, question mark? Probably take out the thinking cap. Because again, detective-wise, there's even less here. So maybe both thinking caps, honestly. And we're looking at, 16-8? Heavy white influence. That's double black, though. That feels pretty bad. With only 6 black sources. Would there be any other creatures we'd put in? I mean, we could put in a Lamisau over the Scoundrel. Because we can do double white, double black's a little harder. Yeah, this seems fine. The Fester Leech seems a little out of place as a 1-drop. But, I don't know, we'll try it. It gives us, honestly, the Vampire, which feels better than the Spy, I guess. We weren't really getting a whole lot out of the blue. This seems fine. Got a Guardian, got a 3-drop that can make more. Slice is alright. We've got the black to play it. Nothing in our deck uses double black anymore, so yeah, this seems alright. Definitely, I think I'd botched this draft a little bit. Yeah, you got me. Gonna play a face down creature. Go hard to real fast. That's what it looked like. Granite Witness isn't too bad either. They both flip up for 2. They're both 3/2s. Probably drop this one first because I'm okay with flipping that and trading it earlier. They gotta have a trick here, right? But we're gonna make them show it. Or maybe they're just trying to get the extra... Yeah. Isn't that still just a trade, though? Okay. I think I'm alright with that. I think we just inside source here then, yeah? Get 2 bodies. Seems good. That's rude. That's 2 creatures. Maybe we could swing in, see if they're willing to trade one away, and then slice the other. I don't know that I hate that. And if they don't, we just drop Museum Night Watch. Yeah, I was going to say, that's clearly the one they want. So, let's make it so they don't have it. Drop the Night Watch here. Okay. Tunnel Tipster seems a little irrelevant right now, but I guess it can pick up a sword. Alternatively, we could play this face down, flip it, but I think we're okay with coming in. Could also play that. Yeah, I think we just established the board here. There is a board wipe in their colors, but, and I mean, blue would be worth, it would be worth splashing for, but they could also be, I don't know. I really don't know what they have. They seem pretty solid in all 3 colors, so. Are you a detective? You are. How much do I care about this creature? I mean, this could be a lot of things. So yeah, I think we kill you, pay the 2, because that could be a lot of things that, yeah, could be very concerning. Let's flip this up, tap you down. And let's just come in with the team, shall we? Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Does it lose that effect after we pump? Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Probably go get a second black source. No, because we just win here. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. I was gonna say, we can also pump the detective that's in the air, but that works. We had a couple of ways to win there, and we did it. Ready. Fight! This seems okay. It's not great, but we do have a couple creatures, a piece of removal. We have ways to show up. It's a little better, the Phantom. You gonna play a tipster? Wow. Really thought there was a tipster coming down there. What do you have in mono green right now that would do anything? Unless you, yeah, I don't follow your logic, sir, madam, individual. I don't follow your logic. Do I want to kill that? Mono green. I think I can wait a turn. There's a very good chance that it's just a nervous gardener. I mean, they can go get... I'm assuming they're off a color. They can go get the color that they're off, but I think I'd rather wait and use Slice on something that actually affects the board a little bit more. You got it. I figure if it was a nervous gardener, they would have used it. I think we just come in here. We've got Arrival if they get a little tricky. Deal. We will play our Watchdog and pass the turn then. Makes our attacks pretty good next turn. If they don't mess with anything, we'll have both a trick and a removal up. What you got? Yeah, that's rude. I feel like that's got to be a gardener. They were willing to throw it away last turn for whatever this was. Interesting. Okay. We might just flip this up, come in for 4. Seems good. I don't love being shields down, because the 4-3 is basically our only way to get through, but it just is what it is, I suppose. Could be taking a lot of damage here, though. Warden would be, what, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, I think we... Well, if it's a Warden, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could be the 7-7 flip, but I'm not sold on that. I think no blocks here. Yeah. Okay. Come in with the Phantom. For greater, could slice it. Make it a 3-2. I don't think that's what we need to do, though. That seems real bad. I don't love that we're losing our flyer, but... I'd rather keep Slice up for something relevant. I mean, it would make it, what, a 7-7? Yeah, I mean, I think we just kind of have to go for it. I think that is the gardener there. That's probably the big guy. Yep, that's a warden. Whoa, who could have foreseen such a thing? How do we come out of this okay? I don't think we do. Not quite certain what this other one is. I could probably kill it though. Probably be the safest thing. Yeah, especially with not on my watch. That seems real good. This can't be countered though, right? Yeah, decline. So I'm afraid that might, yeah, that might be another one. No attack. Hoping to kill the crowd control warden, draw a card. Sounds good. Unfortunate. That's probably another one, question mark? Nah, they could just hard cast it if they wanted to at this point. Please go away. Thank you. Please draw something relevant. I guess it's more relevant than not. We could play this and flip our guy. Seems okay. Yeah, I'm still going to turn it face up. You're going to take 5. That is a relevant amount of damage. We are absolutely going to throw the Phantom in front of that. If it's the 7 drop, we just lose. No, we don't lose. We're at 14. We've cleared out quite a bit of their stuff. Probably spread out more of the damage. I mean, worst case scenario on that. No, taking it back. Okay. Oh, that's rude. That's pretty good. Gain 6 life. Are you spreading it out? Smart. So we can play this. I hate that. You just jumping? Oh, okay. Cool. I like that. Absolutely take out the spider. Happy for that. Especially if we can get our Market Watch Phantom online a couple of turns. I think we might have him. 4 becomes a 5 with trample. Honestly, no blocks. I'll take the 3 or 6, 7. Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely fine. Don't love that. They will have to chump here. We're going to have to chump next turn. Got the +3/+3. Well, that is a little concerning, that hesitation they had. That would give them 10. But even blocking with the Vigilante, we're okay. Now if they've got 2 of them, that puts it at 13. I mean, that puts 7 through. I'm going to assume they only have 1. It's just what I have to do. I'm trying to think what else there is that might goozle me. But 2 of the +3/+3 and tramples is all I can think of, so that might be... Nope. Cool, we got it. They were hoping we were going to go for the double block and blow us out. Cool, that was a good game. A thinker, if you will. These games are tough. Alright, jump back in here. We got 2 and 1. The black seems the better way to go. Actually having the proper removal just is better than what the blue is offering us. Yeah, and we won the coin flip, and we've got a guardian, and an inside source. Deal. All we're missing now is the doggo. Land go. And we've got a slice if something gets in our way. Deal. What is this land? I like that. Swing with a 4/4. I think that removal that got us last game was a 3 mana, right? So this shouldn't hit us this turn. Guess I could exile attacking creature, but they could do that anyway. Sure, sure, sure. But what if 2/3/3s came at you? Dang, deck, you aggressive. And we got 2 pieces of removal in hand. One that can't be countered. So this could be a gardener. Could also be the... I mean, there's a lot of things this could be. I think putting 2 into this should get whatever it could flip into. They got a pump for it. They got a pump for it. Okay. 4, 6, 7. I think we just swing out here, though. If they want to trade, if they want to eat a 1/1, they're going to 3. That seems fine for us. Oh, okay. That's not quite as good, but they're still at 5. Still got a piece of removal. If they don't find another creature, we're doing okay. If we can long goodbye that without it getting anything more, we're doing pretty good. Cool. So unless they've got a piece of removal, that's game for us. Not bad on 3 lands. We'll take that. Pop us up to gold. Might put us in a bit of a different calendar. I think put us in a different caliber, as I think we've been playing a lot of bronze opponents. Seems okay. Nothing fancy, but we've got a 1-drop, we've got a 2-drop, got removal, got trick. Seems like a decent hand. Come on in for 1. Oh, I forgot that milled me. I don't love that. I don't know what I'd put in outside of that, though. I guess a second wrench, but I think I'd rather have the creature. It's fine, we'll get aggressive. It doesn't matter if we mill off pieces that we need. He said, as blood pooled out of his mouth. Kind of like just making that go away. Nah, we won't pay it. You'll just go away. What do we get? Culvert Ambusher? Sure. Lets us keep being aggressive, though. Okay, with 1 red up. Is that the 3/2? Really? Either that or it's irrelevant. Not gonna pump here. I think I'd rather draw the card. At end of turn. One red, 1 green, so it won't be Dog Walker. Okay, Guardian gives our 1 guy flying, which is nice. So Phantom will get in the air. Probably won't pump the leech again, although it's pretty good. But I think I'd rather drop the dog. And just get more bodies on the field. If all they're planning on doing is flipping, which is potentially what they're looking at. Probably not now with looking at our board state. They're probably going to try and build as much as they can to the board. Didn't even matter. That was all it took. Yeah. Just kind of overwhelmed them. Don't love that leech mills us, but it did good work there. I think it put in, what, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage? We're doing pretty good. I do not love this. We're on the draw. The likelihood of us getting a second white source is kind of high. We'll try it. It's not great, but we'll try it. Oh, we're going to lose. Their deck is better. See? My deck is better. Shoot. I wish I would have seen that. We could have just scooped right away. I mean, I guess we still could, because obviously their deck's better. But I guess let's try and play it out. We could sacrifice this to draw a card. No, not yet. Not yet. We're close to that point, but not yet. Rude. I want to search for a basic land card. There it is. Now we can stop worrying so much. That's rude. Okay. Yeah, let's equip this. Probably not going to triple block, but if they do, we're okay with that. Let's show you our dog walker. That just makes the case better. If they leave something back, we can potentially case it away and solve the case in one go. Okay, they're not going to do that, though. We could do Diligence a dog in case the 3/3. I don't hate that. We'll attack with our 1/1. It'll probably get eaten, but seems like a fair trade to solve the case. Could also play another wrench next turn. Make the dog walker out of that creature's range. Oh, it's only a nervous gardener too. That's even better. And they're getting a tapped land? What could they want? I don't really know. Or what could they have? Double blue eyes that could goozle us. Whatever it is, they don't have it in hand. Otherwise they would have gotten just an island. Unless they only have one island, which is also plausible. That seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. They're going to pass turn and... Oh, they're coming in. You got it. Absolutely. Got a piece of removal? They must have a piece of removal for it. At which point, I don't know that I want to play the wrench. We might hold off and either face down Warden or Watchdog. Deal. Might Watchdog and Wrench. That seems pretty good. Yeah, draw your card. Yeah, that attack seemed rather greedy. I mean, I don't know what they have in their hand. They've got a full grip versus us at 1, but... Okay. Oh, those were Some decent hits. How much does it cost to tap? 3 and tap? So we could swing with... What we could do is just swing with the dog walker, tap the gardener. I don't hate that. So equip. Or is it better to equip it on the watchdog and swing with just the watchdog? Honestly, it's probably best to just swing with both. And let's tap the gardener. This makes their blocks pretty meh. So now they're at 3, makes pretty much any card we play lethal. We just gotta get some things out of our way. So sacrificing a wrench might not be terrible. Or alternatively, equipping a wrench here. Swinging, and then tapping down the eavesdropper. Because now they really don't have any good blocks. They're going to have to just start chumping. Yeah, that seems decent. Yep, and then they can swing for 4. Oh, and they're just, yeah, you shouldn't have swung all there, but maybe they were over it, realizing they were just slowly getting, I don't want to say valued out. I mean, it's kind of surprising with all the cards they had in hand to kind of scoop there, but maybe they didn't mean to swing all and they did. Oh, that is pretty bad. We can't even cast any of the face down creatures, but we're on the draw. We've got a piece of removal. If we get 1 land, we've got a bunch of face down things and an inside source. We'll try it. I don't think this is quite the right move, but we're going to give it a shot. And look at that. It's like we drew it up. Although this person is a lucky owl, so they might just get lucky and run us down. Phantom? Unicorn? Unicorn would be good here. I like the unicorn. Or not. Jeez, how rude. You got it. We're not going to not on my Watcher 1/1. Maybe when you turn your artifact into a 4/4, but till then. I think I just like playing the inside source here. Gives us 2 bodies. We haven't done anything for 2 turns, so this kind of, I don't know, puts us back into it a little bit. Gold Case Cracker's pretty good. That's a good one to not on my watch. Might unicorn here and just pass. This is exile too, isn't it? Yep, so they don't even get the token out of that. You're gonna beat up my unicorn? Don't do that. That's rude. Look at him. He's just happy. It's so rude. He was just happy, having a good old time, and you had to go and punch it. Punch it to death. Get out of here. Nobody likes you, ghost. So rude. You want to trade? Didn't think so. We'll play the Granite Witness. Depending on what this is, we may need to be keeping it down a little bit, so Ideally, a land would have been better there, but is what it is. Got to take what we get. Interesting. Okay, okay. So we could flip this up. I don't know, tap down something probably irrelevant. And play another face-down creature. I think I like that. Probably should have tapped down the 1/1, but... Trades? Trades. Oh, is that going to be... Nope, okay. What do we get? Bub Smugs. I'm okay with that. I think I like playing the Phantom here, because we might just be flying over top for the win. We can flip this next turn. Rude. So rude. Well, we're gonna go here. Go there. Chew. Chew. Yep, figured that was coming. On the off chance they have the leg up, we'll do the Maverick first. But yeah, trading 2 of those seems pretty good. Yeah. Makes it so it can trade with the Witness. Alternatively, we could Vigilante here and see if they're not willing to trade with the Witness and go to 5. Yeah, let's see. They might just counter this. But if they want to go to 5 and kill our 2/2, I'm okay with that. Nope, they're going to trade. Makes sense, but figured I'd see. See how they were feeling. What you got? Out cold? Interesting that you didn't do that before attacks. Panther's pretty good. I think I'm going to inside source here. Hope that these 2 will get to untap, or will at least get to untap with 3 things. Drop Watchdog next turn and come in for a bunch. What's this do? Draw a card. You have no maximum hand size. Begin counting your turn. If you've drawn more than 1 card this turn, put X counters on it. X the number of cards you've drawn this turn -1. Sure. So what's this attack look like? They probably block that to that, that to that, take 4, lose 2 creatures, or alternatively they block, chump that, eat whatever, take 4, 6, 7, 8. No. Yeah, we're just gonna get aggressive with it. Spread the love around. So yeah, they could eat a 3/3, chump the 5/5, go to 2. But that does not seem great. Gotta switch over to the big screen. I appreciate that. Hopefully the neighbors don't mind my hollering. Because, you know, I'm a loud individual, obviously, as I'm sitting here, talking in a normal toned voice. The neighbors. I mean, from what I've heard about your neighbors, yeah, that's fair. That is quite fair. As the last card, anything relevant? I guess if it's an out cold, that could be something. Otherwise, yep, we've just got it there. Does that put us at 6-1, I think? No, certainly not. It sure does. Wow, look at that. Okay, let's finish it out strong. Let's go 7-1. Get all the gems, all the packs. Opponent goes first, but there's a good chance we draw another land. We drop in 2 wrenches in the meantime. Now we've got a piece of removal. I don't hate that. I think we'll be alright. We're on the draw as well. I've seen this card get played more times tonight than I ever have. Oh, that's a nice one to see gone. I am okay with that. Sure. Anything flip at 4 that I'm too worried about? I don't think so. I think I'd rather just get some creatures on the battlefield and start being relevant. There is the argument of waiting till next turn to see if we draw another land. Oh no, not my wrench. Don't do it. That's mine. Oh, that's so rude, opponent. I think we'll equip the wrench and maybe try and get them with an attack. They might double block, but yeah, deal. And well, yeah, Long Goodbye isn't as good once they flip that up, and I'm betting that's a 5 mana flip up, so Auspicious Arrival could potentially let us trade for it. I'm trying to think. Oh, there's a couple of 5/5s. I don't think one's a 6/6 at 5. Sure. Sure. We'll keep coming in with our detective with a wrench. They double block, we can Auspicious Arrival. They did not double block. Smart. Now we're going to play Wisp Drinker Vampire. Oh, that's real tempting. Kind of want to do this first on the off chance they have something with reach. Because I would also like to come in with the vampire. This crowd control warden looks real good if we can flip it over with all these creatures too. Deal. Okay, so you're going to start shooting us for quite a bit. Equal to its CMC or its power? Power, okay. Is this a detective? No, it's a rogue. So it's probably a 6/7. And we can make them spend the mana, right? That sounds pretty good. That's the 5/5, okay. Welcome back, Artemis. You want to come sit in your chair? Are we doing anything here? I don't think so. Escape tunnel is fun. Go get yourself that token. Hello, Artemis. Pass the turn here. I think we'll make this unblockable next turn. gain a bunch of life, though. So they go to 15. So next turn, this will be unblockable. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They'll take 8 from that, 9, 10 from that. So they'll go to 5. So I think we do block then. I think we hold the Wisp Drinker back since it can't actually get through the spider. Are we okay with that trade? I think so. To get 7 damage through? I think so. Oh, it's gonna make my... Yep. I mean, we were probably blocking anyways, right? At this point. So if they don't have anything, we just win, right? So we just win, right? Yeah. I think they thought Ambusher made Wisp Drinker block that creature, but even then, that attack, we still win. I don't know what they were quite thinking. Yeah, that was fun. We went 7-1. That was fun. Right, Artemis? Boo. And I cannot stress this enough. Yeah. Alright, let's take those gemmies and then packs. And let's get some serotonin. What do we get? I've not seen this yet. Collect evidence 6. It becomes an artifact creature till end of turn. Whenever it attacks, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from among cards exiled with it. The spell would be put into a graveyard. Put it on the bottom of its owner's library instead. That is real interesting. I've not seen that one yet. Well, that was fun. Need one more win to have all our daily wins. Let's switch over to the Omniscience draft then. That's been fun. Investigate, draw a card. Sacrifice a creature. Yeah, I think this is keepable. You can get that back. Sure, that doesn't do anything this turn. We'll take 3. Can curate on our turn, which might be the right call. On the off chance they have some sort of counter, we can get it back. That's fun. Sure. Choose one target opponent loses to life. You can choose target battle. So we're gonna drain for 2. You know, the right call might actually be waiting though, because that affects Storm. Sure, sure, sure. All them good creatures. Yep, we take 3. So let's start out with something big and scary. Nothing, huh? Okay, what about something little and scary? That's not very scary, actually. Surveil 2, draw a card. I don't think we want the otter. We definitely want the draw. Draw 4, discard 2. Mirrored and Avenged. Probably either the Well or the Drowned Explorers. Probably the Explorers here. Let's Muse Drake, draw a card. There it is. So we'll Flamebringer. Sacrifice this guy. Draw 2 cards. Play this guy. Sacrifice it. Draw 2 cards. Draw 2 cards. Puts it on top or bottom of his library. Oh, let's have you return this one and this one. It doesn't matter. It's just for a trigger. Make them think like they have a chance. Oh, let's do a little bit of scrying now. That card says draw a card. We want it. That's bad, that's bad. Let's get an instant back, shall we? Where's the one that draws 4? That's an instant, right? Yeah. Oh, they didn't even want to see the tendrils. They're like, alright, we see what's going on here. Ah, how fun. Well, that was fun. Good way, I think, to end the day. We got our daily wins out of that. We got a 7-1. We did a whole lot of drafting. The Omniscience draft was fun.